very much for everybody who watched the live today, and for you, obviously, who's watching the YouTube video of it now. Um, today's today's experience was very, very different. Today was just kind of relaxing and letting go and drawing whatever you feel. And it started off with this kind of comment, this kind of joke that somebody had said that, are all your characters lovable? Which I loved. And so I used that, and I decided that we would come up with these three characters that were unlovable. And so that was the first drawing, which was fabulous, great fun, and lots of fantastic comments from everybody. and lots of support. Fantastic, amazing. Everybody was fantastic. And then I went on to the second drawing, and I don't know what happened. The mood kind of shifted, and I didn't know what I was going to draw, as usual. And I drew some kind of soldier in the war. And I didn't quite know that it was coming out of me until it kind of was there. And very pleased with both pieces. But I think it just kind of let me know that this way of kind of drawing what you feel sometimes can surprise you. And you know, as artists, we need to put up with a lot, you know. And you know, you've got to take a lot. You do. You know, it's kind of like if you say, I'm a mechanic, and people say, oh, and if you say you're a hairdresser, then people say, oh, wow. And if you say you're an artist, people kind of, oh, like, you poor thing. You know, like, you poor thing. Oh, you're an artist. Oh, no. And in a way that kind of automatically gives out some negative feelings, and that in itself kind of can be disrespectful and can make you feel less of a person, and it can make you feel disrespected. It can make you feel, and it builds a lot of doubt into you. And that's why I feel that this way of just loosening up and just drawing what you feel and whatever comes out of you makes you live that drawing and live that experience and live that feeling that you're feeling at that moment, whether it's a happy feeling, whether it's a sad feeling, whatever, just letting that out. And that really came across there today. We were joking around at the beginning, and then the mood changed for whatever comments were coming through on the live feed, and the mood changed, and something came through completely different in the space of half an hour, 40 minutes. Two very, very different drawings. And I just want to say that sometimes when you're doing the art, and 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 you're trying to perfect every little piece of it, sometimes you lose the feeling of the art. Oh, sorry, there will be much smudge of ink on under my eye. And you lose the feeling of it, and you lose it. From my way of thinking, you lose a lot of the enjoyment, and that enjoyment is about feeling each line, drawing something because you just feel it, you know, and you just want to scribble a circle and do it, and then see where it leads you. What can you add to it after? And I really felt that a lot today, and I really wanted to kind of say that sometimes when you're being too perfect, maybe you lose a lot of the enjoyment. And I really hope that I hope you'll watch the two videos, the Unloved and the Soldier, and you'll see a really good experience there of just tapping into how you feel and the mood, and just letting the pen draw for you. Let your inner feelings just move the pen and draw something, and enjoy that journey. And I hope, I'm hoping that by watching those two videos side by side, or maybe I'll put it up as a one piece that maybe you can watch, and you can see how the mood shifts. I'm hoping that will shine some light on the art. It will shine some light on touching that inner you, that inner feeling of enjoying the brushstroke, enjoying the pastels, enjoying the flow of the ink, enjoying that journey more than just about the final result. You know, I've just gone through these two drawings, and I've put them on the side, and they're on the side now. I won't look at them until tomorrow or something. But that excitement and that feeling of drawing those two pieces and having so much enjoyment on the paper is really affected me today. And I want to kind of highlight shining the light on that journey of what you're doing, and then really enjoying every single thing that you're doing on that paper, and really enjoying every movement and every decision that you make, whether it's a right decision or a wrong decision, and about how to make it back into your artwork. And I hope today you'll watch through and you'll see a little bit more from that today. I hope you'll enjoy your drawing today. I hope you'll enjoy every stroke of your brush and your pen and everything today. And I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you very much for watching the video, and thank you very much for all the support. Very much appreciated. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Okay, so today we're going to start on something, and we're going to try and do a couple of characters. Some of the questions that I've had are about how to put a couple of characters together in an image, and I think as long as you've kind of got a pre-run way of thinking, you can kind of start to build on something. As long as you know we're going to have three characters, and one's going to be in the middle and one's going to be on either side. I think once you've done that, I think you can then go back to that area of having shapes, simple shapes, and that's, you know, back to our kind of our basic to brilliant type of feeling, and that's what we're trying to get here. We're trying to get that feeling that we're confident in our shapes and nothing else. And I think if we can keep things basic and keep your worries small, and your worries in your drawing are small, and I think if you can start to teach yourself that all you're drawing is a simple shape, you know, like this is a hat, it's just a kind of dome, two little hills, then I think you can keep everything very simple, and that's what I'm trying to achieve with these. I'm trying to keep the drawings reasonably slow and reasonably kind of basic, as it were. And that kind of basic feeling will come back to help us, you know. Like, you know, here I'm kind of trying to draw a feather. I'm not really that sure of all the details of a feather, and I'm sure if you were to Google it up and say, what is a feather? How is a feather put together and how is it built? You'd probably have a heart attack, you know. Like, what? It's got 20 million little kind of pieces to it, and that's not what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to think of, in your mind, what shape, what is the basic shape of a feather. And if you can do that, then, you know, like I've been kind of preaching, you can pretty much draw anything that you want. And I think also, if you can start to have the confidence of drawing anything that you want, you will also get to this point where you will start to get confident, and your confidence will grow. And the more your confidence grows, and the more you believe in this method of just kind of keeping it basic, keeping it simple. I mean, the final drawing can be quite a complex collection of shapes, but at this stage we're just trying to keep it nice and simple. You know, this part here is the brim of a hat. It's kind of like a very kind of thin, very thin squashed sausage. I mean, it's nothing more than that. And I think if you can keep that lovely excited feeling about, sorry about my scratchy pen. Again, you don't have to use a scratchy pen. Scratchy pen is just my bad habit over years. Draw it in a pencil or in a biro or in a fountain pen. Fountain pen's a beautiful thing to draw in. I do love a good fountain pen. I always find that the only problem with fountain pens is that they always seem to dry up. They always seem to kind of get to a point when they're very difficult to get them back to being working. Is that just because I'm kind of a little bit too brutal with them? Is that maybe. I'm going to be doing this also. Hello to everybody on TikTok. Hello. I'm also going to be doing this on TikTok. Just to kind of, again, to open up and to learn and to kind of open my wings a little bit, learn a little bit more about this new internet world that we have. And I really love that idea. I love this idea that the technology is kind of like bringing all these exciting developments in for everybody. And I think it's just fantastic. And the way that people on the other side of the world can just watch you draw at the exact same time. Hello everybody on TikTok. If you are from a very interesting place, or if you're not from an interesting place, let me know. I'm curious to know where everybody is coming from. And that's a really exciting thing for artists these days, you know. It's like, it could be people from, you know, outer Mongolia that are watching us. Wouldn't that be cool? So, today's question was, which I thought, I thought it was just the most fantastic question I've ever been asked, I think. I think it was Melissa, or was it Melissa? And she said, are all my characters cute? And, well, I never thought of my characters as cute. I thought my characters were kind of odd. And so I thought, well, oh no, are all my characters lovable, I think was the question. And I thought, well, what a fantastic chance to draw some unlovable characters. So today is the unlovables, you know. Somebody is saying, I'm just being myself. I'm just drawing myself. I'm not, you know, I'm just trying to be me. Whatever I draw for me. At this stage in my life, I'm not bothered if people like it or don't like it. I'm just trying to be me. I just draw my way, my characters, and I love it. I love this whole idea that you can kind of just explore your mind. And so today is the unlovables. Okay, so we're going to try and come up with some unlovable characters, and that's him there. I've been putting up a lot of videos on YouTube at the moment, just to kind of share my artwork. It's really nice to see other people's opinions, see what people think about it, and that's just beautiful, you know. People are writing to you from countries and places that you've probably never even heard of, you know. And so from London, hello from London. Hi, how you doing today? So we've got somebody from London. That's cool. All the way in sunny London. And so I'm just going to draw a couple of unlovable characters today. That's what we're going to be doing. I mean, the way that you know, I've only really been concentrating on some recent videos for YouTube, just to, you know, I kind of lost a little bit of confidence there for a while, and you know, when you've been doing it for a long time, you kind of get to the stage of kind of, you know, you kind of wake up one morning and you go, should I be drawing like other people? Should I be drawing like that guy who can draw legs and eyes and arms and everything so beautiful? He can draw like Rembrandt, and, you know, should I be doing that too? And, you know, should I stop drawing all these strange cartoon characters and kind of, you know, should I? And, you know, because sometimes, you know, I see people online, I see people drawing stuff, and I think, oh, that guy is so good, or that girl is so good, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult to kind of keep your self-belief. And I was kind of going through a period there where I was kind of like waking up and hating what I'd drawn, and somebody had mentioned that maybe you should do a little bit of a video, put it online and see what other people think, not just what you think. And so I'm going to do another character here. I'm going to have three characters, one in the middle and two either side. So I thought, you know, that's an incredible idea. Why don't I do a couple of drawings, put myself out there, you know, put myself out there with these live videos and get some feedback from people. You know, maybe they are tired of seeing my old drawings sitting around, and it was really incredible. The other night was my first night doing a TikTok live, and there was like 800 people, and they were all talking, and it was beautiful. There were so many people. Something's rubbing on there. Not sure what that is. Let's pull my sleeve down a little bit. And there was like 800 people all reacting and talking to me about the drawing, and it was absolutely incredible. And it just made me feel so emotional at the end of it. I think there's quite an embarrassing video of me on online somewhere, of me kind of being so over emotional and very kind of excited about the experience. You know, I think if you really need to find out about yourself, I think you need to get out of your comfort zone. You know, if you know, we don't always know the answers. We don't. And it inspired me to kind of get back into the book that I was working on. I've been working on this book for a while now, and I kind of lost a little bit of feeling with it, you know. I'm going to put his nose right in the middle of his head. This is going to be a little bit freaky, this creature. Hello to everybody online. Thank you very much for all the lovely comments. Thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Where are you all from? I'd love to know where people are from. I'm just going to do this. Today we are drawing the unlovables. That's what we're drawing today. More likes, yeah. Likes are difficult these days. Likes are very difficult to get. Well, likes are kind of easy, but you know, feedback is very difficult. Getting feedback from people is a very, very, very difficult quest. You want to call it quest? It's very difficult. It's very, 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 very difficult to get people to leave you a comment. There's so many artists out there. And you know, we all should support each other and comment, you know, and maybe you could see something about somebody's work that might be able to help them, you know. So thank you very much for all the beautiful comments. You're all very, very kind. Let's try and get another eye in there. So I was putting this thing together, like I was saying. I was putting this, I think I called it Basic to Brilliant. And it was basically just trying to get people into building their own confidence. Trying to get to a stage where they really believed in what they were doing. And I think sometimes people can get, like I did, I got so disillusioned by the whole thing. And I thought it would be a great way to kind of try and build people's confidence. Hello. And so that was what it was about. Mostly it was about trying to build confidence in people. You know, over the years, I've had some amazing artist friends, and you know, it gets so difficult to make a living these days with being an artist, and you know, so many of them have kind of given up and you know, gone to work in bookshops and gone to work in shoe shops and factories. And it's a very, very difficult thing to do. It's very difficult to build your confidence and sell things, and it is extremely complicated. You know, you have to kind of balance your output with your money for your rent and for life. You know, food, clothes. If you've got a family, it's so complicated if you've got a family. I've been working in the art industry since I left school, so I've been very blessed, very lucky. It's been a beautiful journey, and it's got me to travel with my artwork, and so I guess a lot of people aren't so lucky. Hello. I gotta. For those people on the video, I'm saying hello to all the people that are joining the live drawing. Like I said, we had a couple of 800 people the other night, and they were kind of joining in, and it was quite incredible. I had at that time I was kind of getting them to kind of dictate what was being drawn, so I could kind of make it up as we were going on. I'm still making it up as I go along. As you can see, it's just I just had this idea to come up with some ugly characters, unlovable characters. And thank you for the kind words. And so that's where these little characters are today, the unlovables. I have no idea what kind of character this is. I really have no idea. I just kind of made him up as I'm going along. So I'm trying to build this kind of basic to brilliant collection of videos, and hopefully going to be teaching people a little bit more about how to draw. Not that I'm like a genius or anything, but you know, with so many years experience, I thought I might be able to help people, and I'm hoping I can. If there is something that you would like to learn more about with drawing, or about character design, or about proportions, or whatever makes it difficult, confidence, I did one yesterday with artist block, and that was basically something that sometimes people can get very, very, very tied up with. You know, and a lot of that is kind of mental. I mean, it's very, very difficult to control your thinking sometimes, and that's where again with confidence and things like that, it's kind of like a lot of it's in your head. I've illustrated a lot of books, so if you're interested in what I'm doing and you're interested in my drawing, pop on over to Amazon and type in my name, Kieron Seamons, and see if there's anything that interests you. Hello. There's a book that I just finished recently. Maybe I can show you that if you don't mind. There's actually it was a collection of 3 books, and that's these ones. They're called Worry Lips, and there's 3 different books. That one is The Ghost of Love, and this one is The Ghost of the Backward Mind, and this one is Head Full of Bees, and these are done in a kind of grey drawing style. You can see that. There's some of the drawings there, and there's like a little thought next to each drawing. There's about 100 drawings in each book, so you can always have a look at those if you're interested. Worry Lips, and that was a book that I did last year. Lovely book to be part of. Really enjoyed that one. I'm just going to give him some big long droopy ears. Yeah, I'm not kind of sure what kind of creature this is, but love the idea of having big long kind of droopy ears. Sorry about the noise, but I kind of get a little bit passionate when I'm drawing. I do get a little bit kind of overexcited sometimes, and kind of make a little bit of a mess. It's all just part of the fun. Again, I'm just making these up as I go along. It's just a bit of fun. It's just drawing and expressing myself as I draw. So I think when you do draw that kind of the very free and easy style, I think it fills you with adrenaline. You know, it's like, what am I going to do next? What am I doing next? And that, to me, that's one of the beauties of being an artist, that the excitement of creating something, you know. And sometimes that excitement is poured out when you're in this situation of kind of say, what's going to be next? What am I going to draw next? What is happening next? And that's just such a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And I'm giving him some kind of like turtleneck. Yeah, and I think sometimes the adrenaline of not knowing, I kind of paralleled it with something like driving a fast car or playing one of those kind of fast games, you know, that everything is just kind of happening so fast that it fills you with that excitement. And did I draw for Hunter Thompson? No, I didn't draw for Hunter Thompson. I wish I did. I think you're thinking of maybe Ralph Steadman. But no, I haven't. I'm going to give you my... I think Hunter Thompson and Steadman did a book called Fear and Loathing. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I'm not sure if that was 60s or 70s. Does anybody know? Anybody know? So I'm kind of like running out of space here a little bit for his legs, so I'm going to have to do some very short little legs on him. Again, it's part of the fun, right? It's like part of the excitement of kind of guessing what's going to happen next. That's part of being an artist. That's part of the joy and the fun that comes along with being an artist. Like I've said many times, it's still the best job on earth to actually be an artist and create something. It's a gift. It truly is. It's a gift to be able to have that luxury of life, to be an artist. And I love it. I love the whole experience. I love your style. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. And I think a style is also something that's important. You need to find a way of expressing what you like about drawing. What is it that you love drawing? You know, do you like to draw in pastels? Do you like to draw in ink? Do you like to draw in pencil? What do you like to draw? Do you like to draw horses or soldiers, or, you know, and everybody's kind of different. Everybody has their own love, their own desire. For me, I kind of just come into that section of drawing, and I find at the moment anything, whatever I'm drawing, I get so excited about. Thank you for the comments. Thank you so much. And like today, just a free thing about drawing the unlovables. And it's a lovely idea, you know. Like I said, it was all stemmed from a comment that somebody asked me if all my characters are lovable, and I thought, oh, that's a cool subject to be kind of doing a drawing on, the unlovables. And I thought, wow, that could be real fun. And like I said, just make it up as you go. Just draw it as you feel it. Just think it, feel it, whatever shapes. You can see that everything is quite basic shapes when you break it down and look at it. Let's give him some big, long, gnarly fingers. I love drawing big, long, gnarly fingers. My name is Kieron Seamons. For those people who have just joined the TikTok, and I'm an illustrator, I guess. Artist, illustrator, whatever whatever you like to tag me. Crazy man. Probably more crazy man than anything else, probably. And there we are. Well, he's got big hands, hasn't he? They have character. Yes, we're drawing the unlovables. That's what today's adventure is. Somebody had commented online about my lovable characters, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do the unlovable ones? And it's a beautiful feeling. It's beautiful, especially with ink. You know, I know a lot of people kind of love to draw in pencil, and you know, you can be so careful, and if anything goes wrong or doesn't look right, you can jump in there with your eraser and change everything. But what I love is the fact that when you've drawn it in ink, every single thing is permanent. Everything you do is done. That's it. It is not going to change. Let's just draw that guy's fingers in there because he's just behind. And I love that permanent, you know. Whatever you do with your pen, it's permanent. There's no getting away from it. And that's, again, it's just so exciting for me, you know. This idea that you've got total control of everything that happens through your fingers, and that's just beautiful. I love that. You know, as you're drawing, you're thinking, do I give him a plaid shirt? Do I give him a spotty shirt? What kind of clothing do I give him? This guy here, what kind of, do I give him a jumper? Do I give him a t-shirt? What do I give him? You know? And that gives us so much power and so much expression. And that's one of the beautiful things about drawing in ink. Thank you to all the people that have joined. Fabulous. So lovely. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're gonna have I've got space here for one more character, and I kind of thinking of three. And I kind of like this idea of right, I've got to be careful here, because you know, the thing I'm trying to draw in a from left to right, so that there is no surprises when my hand or my scarf or whatever drags over the top of my ink. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I've just done big circle there, and I've got a big circle there, so I'm going to change that, and I'm going to change it to some spectacles. Let's give him a nice pattern on his spectacles. You know, this is the things that we can just decide as we go. I mean, that's just, I love that. You know, he's got these kind of like, I know, kind of leopard skin spectacles. How cool is that? Or spots, or whatever kind of pattern you can imagine this to be. And I love that. I love this, the way you just kind of can just kind of create it on the fly, like just straight off the bat, you know? It's beautiful. Hello TikTok people, thank you very much for the comments. Thank you for, someone said it's fabulous. Thank you very much. What a lovely person. It's all just kind of making it up as we go along, and that is just beautiful. I love that. I've only been on TikTok a while. I mean, I'm just trying to explore some of the new possibilities with the internet, and TikTok was one of those places. And I thought, you know, there's a lot of people getting some great vibes from TikTok and places like that, and I thought, well, I would love to try it, and here we are. You know, I never even thought I would do the live. I mean, it's kind of like a huge jump, but there we are. All right, I'm gonna throw my scarf around the back because it's starting to dangle a little bit too much. Thank you very much for all the comments and support and love. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give him a long nose here. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm not quite sure why I'm doing his mouth over there, but how is it looking? TikTok people, how is it looking from that angle? Is it looking okay? Let's give him some big sharp teeth. That'll be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Let's give him a couple of bendy sharp teeth. That'll be nice. But again, it's very exciting. You know, when I was at school, there was no kind of all these apps and stuff like that. So it's kind of like getting your work was kind of like traveling up to London and visiting studios, and I used to get so nervous doing all that. Especially at the beginning. It was very, very tough. But I guess, I mean, in a strange way, I kind of miss a lot of it, because now a lot of it's just done with, done online, you know. Everybody kind of has to kind of go and, you know, putting portfolios in on online and stuff like that. I loved going to, you know, obviously it's kind of nervous when you're going in, but once you've gone in and you've met these people, it's, wow, what an experience. I met so many amazing artists over my life. It's just, oh, it's just fantastic. Thank you very much for the comment. Let's kind of give him some, I kind of like this idea of kind of giving him some, a big long head, big long forehead. That'd be nice and fun. Give him some kind of big wrinkles across the forehead. That's kind of silly, isn't it? This one's kind of got like an old head. Put some more ink down there. we can give him some little ears, maybe like little kind of like elephant ears or something like that. That's kind of funny. So where is everybody from on TikTok? Where are you from? Is anybody from outside of the UK on here? There was a few yesterday from outside of the UK. It was amazing. There we are. Alright, it's kind of let's give him some curly hair on the top. Are there any other TikTok people that actually follow me at the moment? I'm curious to see if I know any of you. So again, we're just kind of making these characters up. The unlovable characters. That's quite sad, isn't it? In fact, there's a program on Netflix at the moment called The Unlovables. Where people with disabilities meet up with other people with disabilities, and it's heartwarming. If you have not seen that program, go and see it. It'll melt your heart, honestly. There we are. So it's kind of a spotty chin just to add to it. That's kind of looking like fun, isn't it? What do you think? Does it look fun? It's kind of mad, isn't it? Maybe I'll give him a vest to wear, something like give him a few curly hairs on his chest as well. Maybe he's like a little bit older than the other two, maybe. That's brilliant. The ink that I'm using today again is Talon's ink. It's Talon's Indian ink. So I'm hoping that I know that a lot of people like to ask a lot of questions about products. Paper. This is just cartridge paper. 320, I believe. GSM. Let's give him a unicorn on his t-shirt, shall we? Just to kind of give him that cute, adorable look. This is a very, very, very exciting time, you know, doing all these videos and stuff like that, and getting everybody's feedback. It's absolutely amazing. This is funky. There we are. he's got his unicorn. Oh, this is silly. Oh, this is so much fun. And there he is with his unicorn on his vest. He's got a hairy chest and he's got a unicorn. Oh, I love that. So, we're coming down to the last stages now, so thank you very much for all the people that have popped on to watch me draw in madness. We're giving him some pants. Let's give him some big spotty pants, just to add to his cuteness. There we are. Drawing his long spindly legs just to add to the silliness of him. He's got a nice chunky little body there. These big spectacles, and he has these spindly little skinny little legs on the bottom there. So I guess I should put this under the basic to brilliant. I guess there's lots of little lessons you've got in here about keeping things simple and having fun. I mean, you know, I'm sitting here giggling like a crazy man, but the excitement and the pleasure that I'm getting from doing this is just it's mind blowing, really. And I'm not sitting either, I'm standing. I'm not quite sure why, but I really enjoy to stand when I'm drawing. It kind of gives me that thing that you can kind of step back from it and see how it looks and step forward to it. So yeah, I actually do stand when I'm drawing. So there's one. Coming down to his foot. And doing these big ugly toes. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I really enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed doing that. What a silly drawing that is. Give him a couple of little hairs flicking off those legs so he's not. So, that is our 3 unlovables. Fantastic. I'm just going to sign it off now, and that's the end of the first drawing. How are all the TikTok people? How are you doing up there? Does anybody want to tell me where you're from? Let's go in and put my name in there somewhere. I've got a habit of signing in red. I'm not quite sure why I like to sign in red. Maybe because it stands out a little bit from the black. Doesn't get so hidden. Sometimes it's nice to get get noticed. My name is Kieron Seamons. For those that would like to find out more about me, please do. And if you were part of the live drawing today, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Fantastic. So that is today's, well, one of today's drawings. Maybe I'll do another one in a minute. But that's definitely one drawing for today, with the unlovables. And I'm really, really happy with that. What do you think, TikTok people? What do you think? And YouTube people, that's today's drawing. The 3 unlovables. We just made them up as we went. We just designed it and thought about it for this moment now. That's why it's a little bit bent, it's a little bit buckled, it's a little bit off tilt, and it's very crazy. But the whole point is that it's all loose and fun. And if you can get some fun and looseness into your drawings, you're going to have an amazing experience. For me, I feel fantastic. The whole adrenaline of drawing something, the whole excitement of drawing something. It's everything when I'm drawing. That kind of quick, what will I do? Will I do this? Will I do that? Will I do this? And it makes it so exciting to draw. And I highly recommend it. So that's the end of this drawing for today. Thank you very much. And I'll try and draw another one in a minute for the live video. For YouTube, that's the end of this drawing one. So thank you very much, and I'll see you all again soon. So today I'm going to draw something on here. We have a very this is just charcoal. I've just smudged some charcoal and made some ink on top, just to kind of give me a moody sky. And below it I'm going to draw a little bit in the theme of what's happening at the moment. Again, this part is not planned. I'm going to draw some soldiers, a whole kind of array of different faces, and I'm going to try that. So if you would like to see more, let me know. So I'm just going to start to draw as we've been doing before, and I'm going to try and draw a crowd of faces here. And I'm not quite sure again quite what I'm going to be doing, but I've got this thought of a central man and all the other people going out to the side of him, and I'm just going to try and have some kind of, I like this idea of having some kind of sorrow in his face, something it's desolate, it's and I'm just going to try and draw something that's just how I feel at the moment, and it's just like, you know, there's this war going on. And I'm trying to just kind of get some feeling across from it. I love this idea of him having very empty eyes, you know, it's like, again, I will do it as a soldier. I will not put it in any country's uniform. It will just be a general hard hat, or I don't want to be on any side of anybody's war in any country, anywhere, for any reason. I'm quite saddened by the whole experience of this war that's happening at the moment, and I'm just going to try and capture a mood and a feeling that's in my mind. I'm just going to try and put something together. As I said, these drawings are just made up on the spot. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The tag I'm using at the moment is basic to brilliant, and basically that's trying to get this feeling across that sometimes when you draw something, you have no idea. You have no idea what it's going to turn out like until it's done, until it's there in front of you. And that's how I love it. Let's put some kind of leaf on his helmet, like some kind of, let's get some ink, some kind of camouflage of some sort on his hat, on his helmet. Is there anybody who's affected with this war at the moment? Anybody who's knows anybody that's out there in Ukraine? It's a very sad state of affairs at the moment, and I'm just trying to do this. Again, I'm not on anybody's side. I don't really want to give any side to it. I think war is just wrong, in my opinion. You know, in this age, it's kind of like we can kind of contact people across the world, and I thought we would be getting more and more friendly with each other. I think, like yesterday on my TikTok, on my live drawing, there was people from Australia and, Brazil. I mean, that's just incredible that we can do that. And to have this thought of people out there wanting to hurt other people, it's just shocking. So I'm just gonna follow my heart with this. I don't know where I'm going with it. I don't quite really know. I just thought I'd do some kind of soldier in the war, and I just thought that would be a very kind of fits this moment. And I hope it all ends very soon. But on a lighter note, I'm drawing today with Indian ink, and I am using just a dip pen. For those people that would like to see it, it's just a dip pen. It is a very simple nib. There is nothing amazing or special or technical about it. The nibs that I'm using at the moment, a little bit covered in ink, but that's what I'm using at the moment. These Geo Hues that I bought online. I bought them a few years ago. Just what I usually do is I buy a lot of kind of bulk lots. So it's kind of like you can buy like 50 nibs. Just giving him a stubble here. You can buy like 50 nibs for like £10 or something like that. And that's what I was trying to And I found these ones and I like them. I just like the way. The strange thing about these nibs and why I like these nibs is they restrict me. And by that I mean that they're not these bendy, flexible, I can do every single thing that I want. And that kind of gives me this restriction. And it makes me think. It makes me think, how will I do this? How can I? And then after a while, you stop to think, how can I? And you get to the stage where you're saying, I am going to do that line. I am going to draw this. And that becomes so like adrenaline fueled. You're like, you will draw this whatever happens. You will do this whatever happens. And that was really quite powerful in my style. It kind of pushed me forward and saying, nothing is going to stop you. Nothing is going to stop you. And I love that. I love the fact that it just gave me so much freedom. And that's, again, with the Indian ink, once you make a mistake, once you make a mistake, you've made a mistake. You know, it's there, it's in ink, and it's not moving. And how are you going to deal with it? And I love that. So this whole thing about having a very restrictive nib and having a very kind of a very unforgiving ink, it kind of built my style a lot. Let's bring that out a little bit more so it's kind of clear. Otherwise, if it's too close to his chin, then we won't see it. For those people that have just joined the live, thank you very much for coming. I would love to know what country you're from. I would love to know if you're following me on Instagram or TikTok or even on the YouTube one. The YouTube's quite new, so I would love to know. I'm very curious also with what country everybody is from. I have no experience of soldiers. I have no experience of knowing what is on their backpack or anything like that, so I'm just kind of guessing very much. So if I do draw the uniform wrong, please forgive me, okay? I'm just trying to build up an atmosphere. Again, I'm trying to build this feeling here of and I'm using charcoal. This is just a block of charcoal, as you can see there. It is compressed charcoal. I kind of feel it has a lot more kind of control than with some of the softer kind of sticks that you get of charcoal, and as soon as you kind of put it onto paper, well, it breaks all over the place, and I can't be bothered with that. So I've got this compressed charcoal, which is what I've done with this top part here. This is all with compressed charcoal. It's just basically me rubbing it in, trying to get some moody clouds down from that. And that's all that was. So it's nothing amazingly technical or difficult to think about. And this is just me trying to pad in around this poor soldier. again, it's just exploring your artwork. You know, every single piece that you draw is an expression, and it's you. And don't get too tied up with these people that are telling you what is right and what is wrong and what you should draw and what you shouldn't draw. Kind of blow a big raspberry to them, you know. Draw what is inside you. Draw what you feel. That is what you should draw. If you wake up in the morning and you're thinking, you know, I'd love to draw sunflowers, then go and draw sunflowers. Go and paint sunflowers. And do it for you. Do it because you want to do it. And stop listening to other people. I think other people are one of the causes for people giving up or not doing something that they wanted to do. You know, so many people come to me and say, oh, well, you know, I was talking with Jim yesterday and Jim didn't like this and Jim didn't think I should do. What? Who the hell is Jim? Oh, I don't know, some guy online. It's like, what are you listening to him for? Do it for you. I'm doing this for me. I'm not selling it. I'm not pushing it for a book. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it because at the moment, the subject of the war and the subject of all those people, it's hurting my mind. You know, it's very kind of sad. It's sad that in this day and age that we're all getting so hateful. And so this is what this is all about. It's a drawing for me, by me. And I'm just using my fingers, as you can see. It's just rubbing it in with my fingers, just feeling where the charcoal should go. And that way it's just kind of concentrating on that, just enjoying that. And again, a lot of things I try to bring forward in a lot of my drawing is that a lot of people are so worried about how bad that final piece is going to be that they stop, that they give up. How can you know how bad it's going to be until you've actually finished it? Unless you're listening to people that are saying, oh, you're no good. You're rubbish. You're not. You're absolutely bloody amazing. Okay, I'm going to bring in a couple of slightly bigger shapes here. And I'm not quite sure even how I'm going to treat that. I've just got this feeling at the moment that he's surrounded by people. And I'm not sure if they're soldiers, if they're dead people. I have no idea, quite honestly, what I'm going to do there at the moment. But my heart is telling me to do it. My fingers are saying, I want to rub more of this charcoal in and make my fingers all dirty. That's the child inside me. That childish side of every artist that just love to make a mess, and that's just fantastic. Got to be a little bit careful there because I'm starting to come into my drawing, and that's all wet, and that'll be wet for a long time. Maybe towards the end, once it's dried, I would just touch it up with a little bit of charcoal to kind of, I'm too worried about touching that at the moment and it all turn to mush. So I hope this gives you a bit of confidence. Hello to all the people on TikTok. Thank you very much for joining. Very, very, very lovely to see you all here. There's so many people on here. Doesn't anybody work? Alright, let's get a tissue. Just taking the residue, the most off my fingers, just so I don't smudge it on my drawing. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I've left it kind of quite light, so I'm not sure why, but my mind has told me just stop there, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to stop there, and I'm going to get back to the ink wherever my pen was. Was it a red one? This one? Doesn't matter. So for those people that have just joined, it's dip brush, a dip pen, and Indian ink. That's all that we have here. I've got this feeling that it should be something crossing my picture, and I'm thinking should I use a brush and just kind of make a stroke there to break the image is starting to get a little bit too grey, and I really want to kind of and that's just giving me this idea to have the gun, you know, the soldier's gun, and that's really quite a powerful image straight across there. And that's just with a brush. I don't know, there's too much ink on it to tell you what exactly the details of that is. Hello for all you that have joined, thank you very much. And I'm just going to bring his hand in there, and his hand is holding the gun, not in an aggressive way, but almost like it's kind of like part of who he is, part of what he's been told. I've never really, the ink is kind of floating a little bit there on the charcoal, which I wasn't quite expecting. I was hoping that it would have been a little bit more similar to just on the paper, but it gives it a nice effect. And I'm just trying to fill this in a little bit on this level, just on this level here. I kind of feel we need some kind of people. Hello to everybody on TikTok. Hello to everybody on YouTube. And I'm just going to try and I just love the idea of those kind of empty eyes of everybody that's there. And the sadness in their faces. And I want to bring that across. For all those people that are new to my drawing, I've just got a very loose style. No kind of, it's just trying to feel a little bit more of what I feel like when I'm drawing these, and that's what I'm trying to capture. And I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying the whole experience here with the drawing. We're doing this as a little bit of a live experiment, really, and we're just trying to see how it works on the live, and how many people are interested. I think we had about 800 people last night. I can't see the numbers at the moment, but I think it was about 800 last night, which is just incredible. It's literally incredible. That's lovely. I got a nice feeling with that. I'm still trying to work out in my mind about what's going to happen here in this frontal area. If you have any ideas on TikTok, let me know. If anybody out there wants to give me a suggestion, what is here in front of him? I would love some suggestions. That's part of it, the fun, you know. It's like people are going to be giving you some kind of suggestion of maybe you could do this, maybe it could be this, maybe it could be, and that kind of adds a lot to the enjoyment here. Of kind of just exploring things as they appear and as they happen. I have to bring that in, make that into a gun. And I'm going to put the other hand on the gun. Didn't finish doing that other hand, did I? And that was basically the hand, very kind of relaxed over the top, very unthreatening over the top of the gun. Just trying to give a little bit of a shadow, a little bit of a shading there on the front of his body. So we've just got this little glow, this little highlight in there, and that's looking nice. Looks nice in the camera. Let's see what a message we've got. Oh, we've got so many people following. Thank you for the follows. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Let's put the butt of the gun in there. What a lovely thing to have people following you as you're drawing. It's just such a beautiful thought. Let's get our trigger in there. So we can kind of see that gun. Kind of feel like, I'm not sure if this will work, but I kind of feel like I'm going to just add a little bit of a highlight down, just to kind of pick that gun up a little bit. highlight there. Skulls. Wow. Okay. Somebody has suggested skulls here. Oh my god, that's quite scary. Okay. Skulls. Do I want to do skulls? That's quite dark. Thank you for the suggestion. It's a beautiful suggestion. Thank you very much. It's just a little bit darker than I wanted to go, but maybe I should have thought about a little bit more about what I wanted to achieve with this, but I'm just trying to do it spontaneous, and it's looking beautiful. I'm quite pleased with it, and I you know, as much as I would hate to do it, I think you're actually right. I think it's kind of begging for something that's almost discovered. Alright. Well, let's try and let's put the first few in and see what we're thinking. Thank you very much for the follows. Thank you very, very much. Very kind of you. And for all the comments. I'm going to try and start over on this side here. Again, I might touch it up later on with some of the charcoal just to kind of give it a little bit more of a shadowy, like a highlight and shadow a little bit more. That was a beautiful idea. Thank you very much for that. It's, I think it works well. Trying to put some of the teeth on some of the skulls. Man, that's kind of, oh, that is a very, very spooky thought. Thank you very much for all the support and the help and the suggestions. Very kind of you. And I'm just going to fill this area up in that way. The beautiful thing about drawing this way is that you never quite know where the drawing is going to end up. You never quite know how it's going to end and what is the final result. Which is, you know, if you think about it, for when you're doing your artwork and stuff, that's such an incredible feeling to have of kind of coming up with all these direction changes and you know, people suggesting things, and you know, it's just, that's quite incredible. Let's all pray that this war has ended very, very, very soon. For those that have just joined, the drawing today is with Indian ink and some charcoal, We've used some charcoal in this also, and that's really everything there. We've got charcoal and Indian ink is everything that you can see here today. There wasn't any pre-draw for this. We kind of made up a lot of decisions as we went, which was very, very exciting. I think it added a lot to the whole drawing, I think, by not knowing what was going to happen. We did the drawing before. We did the unlovables, which was great fun. And then I had this idea to do something a little bit different, and I come up with this dark, moody sky, and underneath the dark, moody sky became this. As always, it wasn't planned. As always, it just kind of appeared. And that's what we're enjoying that's what we're enjoying. I think everybody's kind of enjoying this kind of fresh way of working, fresh way of thinking. And I really appreciate everybody's time today. I really appreciate people watching through the video and learning as you're going and picking up things. And you know, as you watch the videos, I noticed some of you have questions, and you send me through questions. Actually, I had a lot of fun. I did the Q&A the other day with all the questions, and I did a whole stack of questions that you guys had sent in. Oh, it was so good. There were so many funny questions in there. For those that have just joined, my name is Kieron Seamons. I have a lot of stuff on Amazon, and I have a lot of stuff on Etsy, and I have a lot of videos on YouTube. My Etsy shop has actually been going for about 2 years. I really enjoy it. I've got t-shirts and artwork and lots of crazy fun stuff there. Mugs. I love some of my cat mugs. I did the cat mugs were part of the cat series that I did. I did a book series, and that was brilliant. Loved that. Really had great fun doing the cat books and the cat mugs and the cat postcards and the cat prints, the art prints. So there was lots of amazing stuff there that we did with that. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So if you're interested in any prints or anything like that, pop over and have a look around. And if you see things that I'm drawing that are not on the shop, just send me a message. Just say, I would love that drawing that you did, blah blah blah, whatever it was, and I'll put it on a mug for you, or I'll put it as a print, or whatever you're interested in. So we're just coming up to this final corner now. I'm just going to leave a little section here so I can put my name on it. I think everybody should sign their work. Even if you don't like it, even if you hate it on that day, sign it and seal it. Seal it with your love and your energy. And by you signing it, it kind of makes a commitment to your artwork and a commitment to your thoughts and your thinking, and I think you'll look at it in a few days' time and you'll probably fall in love with it. So put your name on it, sign it off, So we're coming to the end of this, and I have absolutely loved today. Thank you very much for everybody on YouTube and everybody on TikTok that came to watch. Thank you very, 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 very much. I'm just going to finish off. I'm just going to add a little bit of red maybe to the sky. Almost kind of feel it needs something there. And I'll be back to do some more drawing very soon. If you have enjoyed today, please let me know. Please let me know what you think about today. I'm always very, 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 very interested in what people thought about the live drawing, and you know, thank you for the dialogue today. Thank you for being part of it. You've made a very special day, so I really appreciate everybody's support, everybody's love today, and just for being there, making it a special morning. I'm just adding the thought of blood raining down on those poor soldiers. I think that's been a really, really successful drawing today, and I'm really, really proud of everybody's contribution, everybody's help and thoughts, and thank you again for your support. Thank you for everybody who's watched. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. And I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you will come back and follow me again. And very, very different drawing today. Very, very different mood. Let's just move that so you can see it a little bit clearly. Very, very different mood. But I'm really, really glad that we went that way and this has come up. So thank you very, very, very much, and I will see you all very quick, very soon, and thanks again. Bye-bye.